but he's a good one. Okay, what are you then
Not thankful?
not thankful for? Yes.
You're going to laugh. This kind of goes off of the, Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes. This is going to make people, I feel like this is going to make people kind of split. Pete Davidson. I have had enough. I don't get the fucking hype. How has this guy managed to get the tip of the top tail in Hollywood time and time again? And at this point, like, I have a friend who's like, he's hot. He has that kind of geeky nerd thing. Listen, I'm all for a geeky nerd moment. I love Adam Brody's character in the OC. I'm not mad at it. But you know what? Like, at this point, my bro, you're looking a little desperate. You are looking like that guy in my high school who would shove notes in my locker. And I was like, you know what, pal? I told you no. And then he continued to on the school bus. It's just desperate. I'm over it. I'm over his presence. Enough.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how first of all, whether you like her music or not, Ariana Grande is drop dead gorgeous. She is. I think she's gorgeous.
So look at the women, Kate Beckinsale, what's her name? Margaret Qualley. What is it? Freaking Kim Kardashian. Hello.
I don't get
Cindy
it.
Crawford's daughter, Kara Gerber.
He dated her too.
Yes, this guy's been all around town. I don't understand it.
She looks exactly like Cindy,
like the mother,
just in American Horror Story, the last one. She has she got a real acting gig.
I need answers.
And I didn't realize that he dated, Kaya Gerber as well, but I don't necessarily get it. I don't get Pete Davidson. I also don't get John Mayer, to be honest with you. I don't get either of them. You do? I don't get, Jenna Aniston said that was like the best sex she's ever had. Like, he's like the number one lover. Women like a tall guy too, I think. Like,
yes.
A gay guy, a lot of gay guys don't need tall. Like, I don't need tall.
Right. You're like, I am tall.
I'm actually not tall, and that's why I probably I'm like okay with a nice like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". Yeah, that's nice. Even 5'7" I would take. Or 5'5".
Oh no, I'm like Swiss Family Robinson. I'm trying to see 6 foot, like a tree I can climb. I'm here for it. And the John Mayer, I think it's like the brooding, musician and working his fingers with the guitar. I also just don't, with Pete Davidson, like, I also just don't think he's that funny. So I don't get it
at all.
Don't get it. Need answers.
I don't get it. I literally don't get it. So I agree
brain is
with
broken.
You. What else?
Okay, this is also going to be split, David, and I want your take on this. What I'm not thankful for, and listen, like, obviously with my show, I'm all for free expression, like whatever you got to do, but influencers like Bella Hadid crying on IG, do we need it? No, take it or leave it. I leave it. I don't understand. I don't know. It's too much. I don't need you crying on Instagram. I get it. We're all suffering. I don't need it.
I'm over influencers. Yeah. As a whole, it's too much.
As a whole.
At some point it is going to bottom out. So it's kind of like being a housewife. Like this, you gotta I was speaking to a housewife recently. Let's not mention who was like, if I ever factor housewife money into my income or what I plan on, kill me. And I'm like, yeah, that's the advice I would give any housewife from day one. You're really smart. Like, I feel it's like being a housewife, like being an influencer. If you are 22 and you're making a lot of money, that is so amazing. But I'm telling you, you better have a plan B for when it ends. It's not sustainable forever. Yeah, there are exceptions like Charlie D'Amelio, and like there are people that rise above it, but that is not the norm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100. And look, it could be me being envious. I am also just, like you, I'm an entrepreneurial go-getter. And the fact that somebody can make a killing off of posting like a picture of a smoothie, again, I need answers. However, not going to knock your hustle. It is what it is. But the whole, I don't know. It's just, I took a poll on my Instagram about the Bella Hadid thing when that was all going down. She posted like a slideshow on Instagram of her just crying hysterically. And I will say, my listeners, some of whom have been your listeners who have been cool enough to follow and listen to Cancel Me Baby, they were not having it. They're like, no, stop it, knock it off. You're looking for attention. No. So the peeps aren't having it. Some people were like, I appreciate the vulnerability, but for the most part, knock it off.
Right. So, we all have a tough life,
Yeah, stop.
Like there's 800 things that happened today that I mean I'm not happy about. Like, I mean, do I have a choice? Here I am doing a show. Like, kill me. Like,
No,
I mean,
exactly.
we all get out of bed in the morning and life is not always good every day. Like, suck it up and figure it out.
Thank you.
You know, real problems, deaths, and all this. Like, but you know, this right. I get it. Okay. So what else? What's
So
your
my last one I
last?
have is when they decided in the Space Jam reboot, which as previously established shouldn't even be happening because we're over the reboot stitch, is when they had to chop off Lola Bunny's titties. I don't know if you remember that happened earlier this year. They didn't want her to be, you know, kind of in the same vein as the Madonna thing. They didn't want Lola Bunny in the iconic Space Jam to be so voluptuous because she was very feminine in the original, the big eyelashes, the hair, the boobs. So basically to be more PC, they like wanted to they made her boxy, made her look like a boy, made her shorts longer. Again, I ain't here for it. Let her be a sexy bunny and let us move on with our lives. You know, it's the same idea. You know, I was in Playboy, I worked for Playboy, and it's like one of the highlights of
You were
my
in
life and
Playboy?
career. Yes, in a feature that I pitched. And it's the same idea as all these people now shading Hugh Hefner. It's that idea. It's like, oh, it's so misogynistic. It's like, you know
Were your
what?
clothes on?
No,
Really?
it wasn't like full. No, it was a feature I pitched, and the whole idea was to prove that, you know, showing your body, expressing yourself that way, and being an intellectual, a professional woman, entrepreneur aren't mutually exclusive. So it was featured me and 5 other female journalists, and we posed and we wrote essays about free expression. And, you know, it's the same idea as, like I said, people, you know, now bashing Hugh Hefner and all these documentaries and shit. It's like, you know what? Stop it. You know, I think Playboy liberated women, allowed them to, you know, own their sexuality and their power. And it's the same idea as the Lola Bunny. It's like, quit trying to erase it, embrace it.
Okay. And by the way, for the one straight male listener out there, go and find our guest today, Taylor Ferber, in Playboy. For all of you,
Yes, it's called
women,
A New Wave. It's on playboy.com. And even for you ladies, it's very empowering because it'll show you. It's like that Kim Kardashian thing. You know what? She's over here in a string bikini and she's passing the bar. So you can do it all. Don't let anybody limit you. And it's actually very empowering for you ladies. So go check it out.
And again, for the one straight man, go and check out Taylor, guys.
Yes.
Enjoy. Sorry, I'm slutting you out, but
it is there. It pimp me out, pimp my ride, PIMP, like 50 Cent, David. Go for it.
Okay, so what was I not so thrilled about this year? I don't understand. I've said this so many times on the show. I don't necessarily, I guess I get it. I don't understand the fall of Roni. I don't understand the fall of the Real Housewives of New York City. I don't know if I'm biased because A, I live here, and B, I interviewed Ebony twice. I interviewed her right in the beginning, and she's another one. Come and hate me. I have gotten to know and friend, and she's a friend in real life, and I think she's wonderful. So maybe I am biased. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know, but I tried to keep my opinions out of it.